Okay, I think I'm live right now. I am going to attempt to do my makeup as I talk about my budget saving tips. I am actually I'm supposed to be getting ready for a little lunch date. So anyway, all right, I'm just going to get right into it and talk about the things that I do and was definitely doing during the time of my displacement, being on my own at such a, I guess, young age, vulnerable state in life. Why is my voice cracking all of a sudden? Yes, I'll be drinking out of this sippy cup because, oh, I got this for free from one of the programs that I signed up for. So this is just something I got complimentary for doing reviews on. And that is one of the tips that I have on here, is that you could sign up for programs outside of TikTok Shop, outside of Amazon Influencer or Amazon Affiliate. There is this program called Influencers. And influencers, they do want you to have like an Instagram. And then once TikTok started, they do incorporate TikTok for you to post your video reviews on there. But you don't have to do TikTok if you don't want to. The more of a following that you have on either platform, the better. Or between the two, the better, because then you'll start getting more stuff, especially if you're consistent. And what I was doing was doing reviews on things I already had based off what other people were posting on the app. So if I was seeing that people on the influencer app were receiving CoverGirl makeup, and it was like, I'm just going to use this as an example. Well, this is this L'Oreal mascara, and I already happen to have it, then I would also do a review. Even though I had purchased it with my own money, I would just make a review for it, like stating what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, posting pictures, doing a little video clip of me using it. And people just like to see visuals along with the review. So that's how I started out. And then they started sending me, originally first they started sending me makeup. Then I got to the point where I got a light fixture from Eglo, EGLO. And then they asked me if they could send me a stove, but I got scared because of the place I was living at the time. Like, I was still new in that area and it wasn't my place of residence, personally. So I just didn't know if they were going to be okay with me receiving a stove and having that stored at their house. But I've seen people get TVs, vacuum cleaners, things like that. So yeah, I did personally fall off. So I'm getting back into that. Corsex was one of the other brands that I got around 6 months ago. Not this particular, not this snail mucin stuff, but it was some hydrating toner. Oh my gosh, I loved that stuff. I love that stuff. So that's a very good resource to use to receive products complimentary on a budget saving tip. And you're not having to worry about having a bunch of followers on Instagram and TikTok. Really, you just need to be worried about posting quality videos, okay? Like, it doesn't have to be like the best camera on earth. You can just use your phone, okay, and good lighting, and just do a simple picture like with your face in it, and then like showing off the product. You might even, like, this is deodorant. You might even do like this in the picture, and then you post your review. Like, I like this for the summer, but not for the winter. I have sensitive skin, in the winter time because it rubs up. I'm just making up stuff here, okay? You want to be very descriptive, honest, straightforward, direct to the point. You want to mention if you like the packaging, you don't like the packaging, you like the application used, you don't like it, things of that nature, okay? So that's for influencer. I actually do have a like a link in my description of this video for you to click onto. Now this is live, so I don't really know, like right now at this moment in time as I'm recording this, if you're able to click on that link or see the description. I'm still new to like going on live like that and knowing the ins and outs of that. But once the video is posted, then you can what link? The link to Influencer. Can I play a song? You don't see it? Okay. So, like I said, I don't really know like how things work on live, but once this video is actually uploaded onto like my live playlist, then you'll be able to see the link and Influence. And you have to scroll down because I have a description explaining like what this video is about, explaining a little bit about my background, and then I have some links to like my Amazon storefront and then my influencer, my Instagram, stuff like that. So you have to look for it. You said the link was there. I don't see it. I'm letting you know. Oh, okay. Good looking out. Thank you. But so I just explained like how you can find it. It's like in the mix of the description. It's not going to be like the first thing that you see. Okay. But you see me though. Okay. I'm supposed to be doing my makeup at the same time. We'll see if I can actually do this. Okay. So that's my first money or budget saving tip and idea to have, especially like if you are not able to get certain things. So that is one of the things that I did. And I started Influencer back in 2015, like the end of 2015. And I think my first package from them was makeup from CoverGirl. As a matter of fact, it was like from Queen Latifah's line of CoverGirl or something like that. Another thing is, okay, with makeup, okay, I know this is probably controversial, because this is Estee Lauder foundation, but I do not purchase their foundation, okay? I go into department stores, I go into Macy's, Dillard's, I don't know if they have it at JCPenney's, but Von Maur, okay? And I will also go to Ulta and Sephora and just collect a bunch of the samples of the foundation of the shade that I need to wear. Now, right now, I'm in transition from, well, it's been winter for a while, but my complexion just changes actually every season. But so I just have a bunch of different shades right now that I just mix together. So I'm going to look a little crazy as I apply this. You said, let's get beautified. Yeah, let's do it. And how I get beautified on a budget is by going to those different locations I just mentioned. Okay, so my go-to places recently, because of the area that I live in, is Ulta and Sephora, and I just will get samples. Now in Ulta, it's a little bit easier to get the samples because at the Estee Lauder counter, there's these drawers that you can open and they have these bottles there. And I kind of just I take the sample and I take the tester foundation and get the sample bottle and pour it in there myself. And because they're so low staff half the time, no one's checking and looking at me, and I still do actually end up making a purchase out of Ulta or Sephora. Not every time, because sometimes I just go in and get a sample. But if it's a highly popular location and they're high in theft, you want to be aware of that, because there is one location that I do go to at times, and they're high in theft, and they're like, oh, we don't give samples, which is not supposed to be a thing, but they say that just because there are so many people stealing out of their store. Okay, so you want to be mindful and kind of be aware of like, especially you'll kind of know like once you start going and doing that a lot. So that one's a little bit more trickier, but that is what I've been doing. Like I have people caught me. Okay, I've had employees catch me and say like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm grabbing a sample. Just want to see if this color works for me. As long as you don't act scared and weird and sus, then you're going to be okay doing that. Now, if they're like, oh, you can't do that, you need to have an employee do it, then just stop and be like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I would like this, this sample here. And then also kind of like have in mind like something else that you want to, and that like you want to check on too. So it's not like, and don't be grabbing like 50 different samples, okay? just grab what you can. Just grab like in moderation. Yeah, I don't leave with more than like 3 samples, okay, of the foundation. The other samples for other products is going to be harder because they don't have the little sample bottles by the products. Only Estee Lauder usually has it, okay? And I have been to all different parts of the area that I live in, okay? Like hours away, and I've done this, and I've gone to the Estee Lauder counter and pull it, and they still have sample bottles, okay? So sometimes what I'll do, say there's a Charlotte Tilbury product that I like, I'll go to the Estee Lauder counter at Ulta, get the sample bottle there, and then take it over to the Charlotte Tilbury area and get a sample of that product. Okay, I'm just giving you an example, okay? Because the other parts of Ulta does not have sample bottles like that, but usually, okay, 9 times out of 10 in the areas that I've been going, even out of state, they have the sample bottles inside or in at the Estee Lauder section at Ulta. Okay, so that is another thing that I do. Let me see these comments. You look naturally beautiful. I don't think you need the makeup. Thank you. I appreciate that. And you have nice nails. Off to work. Bye. Have a wonderful day. Okay, so these nails, okay, this is another money saving tip for a woman, okay, or anyone in the feminine energy, is that I get my press-on nails from Shein, okay? Now, these are embellished nails, and I will say, with these type of nails, with the 3D rhinestone, not rhinestones, but little embellishments, okay? You gotta be careful with this because it will get caught in your hair, it'll get caught in your clothes. I was wearing an earring and my nail decal, okay, the charm got caught on my earring and I pulled my earring really hard. So you gotta be careful with nails like these. Now, all the other nails that I have gotten that have like details and, you know, have the nail designs and stuff on like that, they have been pretty good, okay? There's only been like 3 packs that I got that I paid like $2.36 for, okay? Not even that much, that I just didn't really like because it just didn't look as good as it did in the picture. But that's why you read the reviews. And then what you do is once you start purchasing from Shein, okay, and you purchase the press-on nails or whatever you get from Shein, is that you take a picture of you wearing it or showing it off. Okay, so for example, the press-on nails, I take a picture and I go onto Shein and post it and I write a review. Like I would say about these ones in particular that I would need to be careful with the rhinestones, or not, I keep saying rhinestones, these nail embellishments, these like nail decals, because they're just big charms and they get caught on things. Now they are really pretty and I have been navigating using these nails pretty well, but that's something I would write in the description, okay? And then you get points on Shein. Now I am new to that. I don't know how the points manifest, or what that results in once I get the points, okay? But I know I got some points for posting some videos and making reviews, okay? And also too, that's another way that I get my name out there, because also if I'm posting a picture, I will put like my name, Kirby Scruples, like at Kirby Scruples for IG, TikTok, YouTube, you know, like at the bottom, like it's not big across the screen, it's just kind of like at the bottom. And it's just like, oh, who is this girl? Because she just posted this review and she looks cute, or I'm interested in her, or she's curious looking, like I like her style, that kind of thing, okay? So then you can attract people to going to your other platforms and seeing more about you, okay? So that's how you get people more interested and also seeing other things that you want to, whatever, okay? You can just make that work for you, okay? Now, this one I put on here, this is actually on the top of my list, okay? I put on Friday the 13th, you can get half off tattoos and piercings, okay? Now I put that on there because For the longest time, I could not figure out, like, basically being homeless and displaced or whatever you want to call it, right? I could not figure out how these other people were homeless and struggling financially, but they'd be tatted up. They were tatted up, okay? So a lot of them were getting like free tattoos, complimentary tattoos from someone else that was like learning how to um, do tattoos, and they would practice on like their friends or whatever. They just knew someone that was a tattoo artist and they got it complimentary. But this other girl was telling me, she's like, oh, well, this is like a very common tattoo, or it's like what I would call like a sticker tattoo. You know how you go to the little machine thing and you put in your quarter or 50 cents and you turn it and you get the little tattoos that you like use with water and put on. There's a temporary tattoo. Okay, I call them sticker tattoos when I see it. When I see a permanent tattoo that looks like something that you could get out of one of them candy bar machines, I call them sticker tattoos. Okay, so this girl had a cute sticker tattoo, yes, okay, and it was cute. I think it was like a mushroom and a butterfly, or a fairy sitting on a something like that. It was real cute and it was colorful. I was like, and I was not trying to be rude, but I was like, okay, now you have this tattoo. This looks nice, okay, but how are you able to afford this tattoo? How were you able to afford that? Because aren't those like hundreds of dollars? And she's like, oh, well, not this one. I got it done on Black Friday, or not Black Friday, Friday the 13th. And she's like, on Friday the 13th, most tattoos and piercing shops offer their services half off. Now, out of tattoos, you can only do like what they offer, like in a book. You choose one of those tattoos if you want to get that, okay? But for piercings, it's from the belly up, and they're half off piercings. So that's how I got most of my piercings done at a very affordable price. So if you're into that, okay, this is not something I'm trying to encourage anybody to go do, okay? I'm just saying, if you're into that and that's something you want to do, and that's how you like to express yourself, because I personally like piercings. Like, I want a tongue ring. Once I get married, I am preparing my life for marriage, okay? Once I officially get married, I want to get a tongue ring. I also have thought about getting an eyebrow piercing, but I don't really entirely want that. And I also wanted a lip ring, like either maybe right here, or a lip ring like right here, like the loop or whatever, because I think that's very, very cute. But yeah, so if you're into that, Friday the 13th. Okay, now last year I think there was 2 or 3 days out of the year that Friday fell on the 13th of the month. Okay. So I think in February, hold on, let me check before I say anything. Today is actually the 13th, but today is Monday. Because I just made a video on my TikTok. Well, I didn't just make it, but one of the recent videos on my TikTok is talking about how it's Friday the 13th. Like, if you're about that, go get your tattoo. Okay, so not February, not March of this year, not April. Let me make sure this is 2025. Hold up. I think it is. Not May. June the 13th. June Friday falls on the 13th. Okay, so this summer, if that's what you're into, okay, you can get a tattoo, and like go around the different tattoo shops, go online, like to like search up on TikTok or in your local area or on Instagram, because these tattoo shops have like their own like social media pages, and they show off their work, they show off their employees and their artists that work there, and show like what the type of stuff that they do. Because I'm thinking about getting some type of ear piercing. I'm not sure yet entirely. I also kind of low-key want a tattoo of my earlobe, but my ears are kind of small, so I don't really. Anyways, and then the one tattoo that I do want to get is like a crescent moon on my face, but like really, really small. But I found some sticker tattoos that I like, the temporary tattoos. So I think I might just do that. Marriage is overrated. People marry just became, maybe admit because, and they are divorced in less than a year. Yeah, in some cases that could be a thing. I don't think that applies to everybody though. You know, I can understand why that's being said though. So yeah, so June, let's see for the rest of the month, or for the rest of the year. Okay, I'm in October now. Nope. Not November and not December. So one time out this year, okay? So I would mark your calendar like the beginning of like that week. Like if you, or that month even, in June. Like if you're thinking about getting a tattoo or a piercing, you don't want to spend a lot of money, okay? Or you're on a budget, but you still want to do something for yourself and express yourself that way. Friday 13th, June the 13th, okay? For 2025. Wait a second. Okay. No, that's not. All right. So the second thing I have on my list, because before what I was talking about, I was just talking about off the top of my head. Oh, glasses and contacts. Okay. I don't have the box and all that stuff with me right now, like the whole full package right now. Okay. But, okay, I can't show my address, so I'm going to avoid doing that. But Hubble contacts. Okay. So my dental and vision insurance got canceled. Okay, you can get that through healthcare marketplace, whatever. Okay, and I usually pay like the annual fee, but right now, you know, or at times I was not able to pay for that. Okay, so I still had a record of the last time I went to get my eyes checked. And I like to wear contacts. I do not like wearing glasses, okay? But even if you do like wearing glasses, there is an option for that as well, okay? But for contacts, what you can do is go to Hubble Contacts and then upload or put in like your prescription, okay? So each eye for me is a different power. So this eye is -6 and this eye is -5.25. And you can put that in. Now, what I uploaded into their system was like 4 years old. Okay. So they just want to be able to verify it and see that you actually had a prescription so they can send it off to you. Now, if you're into color contacts, like I am into that as well. And so, oh, also to Hubble contacts, like you can get the contacts for under $5 and it'll be sent in the mail. Okay. So that's what I did this go around. But then the second go around, you want to, before, because it's on a subscription, okay, you want to cancel it. So, and then you want to also make sure, like, if you're interested in dailies, monthlies, or annuals, okay. I think I got the dailies. That was the most affordable one at like under $5, okay. But I personally do not like dailies. I am not used to that. I like monthlies and I make my monthlies last because I take my contacts out every night. I do not let my contacts sit in my eyes. As a matter of fact, you can make your dailies last doing that, but I wouldn't wear them past a week. Okay, to just stretch out your dollar. And I take out my contacts out every night and I have good like hygiene, like with my eyes. Okay, but there's also like Warby Parker with glasses, and I feel like a lot of people know about that. And there's other places for glasses. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. For color contacts, go to Solidica. Okay, you have to know what the power is, though. Okay, go to Solidica, and those are annual contacts, and those are nice contacts that look natural. They're not going to be looking like the reptile alien looking contacts where it's all grainy. These are natural looking contacts. Okay, Solidica. It's SOLOTICA.com. And it is costly, okay? So because each eye is a different power for me, it's like $58 per eye, and it only comes with 2, okay? So like I said, I need -6 in this eye. So it comes with 2 in the package, and that's $58 and some change, okay? And then because I need a different power for this eye, it's another $58 and it comes with 2. So I'll have 2, okay? And they're annual contacts. So you'll have that, and like I think I paid the last time because the price actually went up on those contacts, and like the more natural looking, the more expensive they're going to be. So I think I got one of the most expensive pairs, okay? I think one of the lesser amount was like $52. Okay, so just a couple dollars less. But it is worth it for you to not have to worry about uploading a prescription, because with Hubble, it don't, even if the prescription is old, you still need to have the paperwork to upload in there somehow. If you don't remember your paperwork, just call the place that you got your eyes checked out last time, and they can send it to you. Now, they'll say that it's old, this, that, and the third, but just say that you want a record of it because you're trying to keep a track of like how your eyes are changing, and now you go somewhere else, but you just want to know like how you're, whatever. Make up something to get those records, okay? Okay, even if they just say like, okay, your left eye was this and your right eye was that, okay? Just get it, write it down. If they don't want to email it, send it to you, because I've had trouble with that because people, haters. Anyway, but you got to finesse, okay? If God slips, finesse. All right, that is my saying. And how did God slip? When I found out that I was in a cult. Okay, so that's my motto, and I don't actively always say that, but honestly, that's my little motto. If God slips, finesse. Okay. Okay, so contacts, and then let's see, buy in bulk. The next thing on my list is buy in bulk, gender neutral things. Okay. But why did I write that? Oh, okay. Okay, so I am new to celebrating holidays, okay? Birthdays, Christmas, Halloween, or just definitely the holidays that require me to give me a gift. Not require, but you know what I mean, that like usually is involving giving a gift to someone else. What I have just recently started doing and will be continuing to do is go to a website where you can buy things in bulk, okay? So AliExpress is one. Shein is actually another one, because I was purchasing stuff from AliExpress for my business, and I was seeing that was on Shein for cheaper. So Shein is a place that you can buy things in bulk, and they do have decent quality things, okay? And then, like I said, I put down on my notebook that is gender neutral, so that you're not having to like buy boy stuff or guy stuff and, women stuff or girl stuff, whatever, right? So, and then also too, like you might want to also think about like, okay, what are you going to purchase that might be good for young, old, male, female, for anybody to use, okay? And so like do that, and have that as a thing, like, and think about anniversaries, birthdays. Also too, I want to say that for like, if you have children and like the teacher like requests for you to come in or bring in like a treat or a gift for the whole classroom, like Easter is one of those holidays. Okay, they want you to bring in the eggs with the little treat inside. What else is another holiday for that? Valentine's Day is coming up, so that's going to be, I know the teacher's going to be sending me an email about that because I have a child. They don't usually do that for birthdays. The parent usually provides that if they want to do a birthday celebration with the class. That's that's not a requirement, or not. It's not going to be an email sent out about that. Christmas, I think Christmas they do that. Okay. So for holidays like that, and if you're a single parent, okay, and you have access to like EBT, what I do is go to Costco or Sam's, okay? And that is how I go and get like the little candies, okay, that is like in the, it's like in the mills. They usually have like a holiday section. I'll get that. That's like the theme of the holiday, and I'll get that. Okay. And also too, Walmart has that as well, but you can purchase it with off your EBT card. Okay. Instead of paying for it with, you know, your money, because you want to save your money for something else. Okay. For something else that you need. Now, for example, I have a condition that I've been suffering with since I was a young girl. So is that condition is costly. Okay. So what I do is cut corners in other places so that I can be able to afford the products and the tools and necessities that I need for my condition. Okay. Now I know not everybody got something though. I will say that. Okay. I've been had to live and crash, and you know, I've come across a lot of different people. Okay. This one person tells me I've lived a colorful lifestyle. I've lived a colorful life. And everybody's got something. Some of it just you just cannot see. Some of it is just behind closed doors. Like everybody got something though, okay? It may not be super expensive, but it's something that you have to actually put energy, time, and effort, and some, you know, sometimes money into helping that thing that they got going on. But everybody got something. So yeah, you want to be able to cut corners in other places so that you can take care of yourself, okay? Because no one else is going to love on yourself the way that you're going to love on yourself. So that is one of the things that I had to learn the hard way, unfortunately. Like, so I do not cut corners. And like, if I'm not feeling up to par, I cannot show up for my child the way that I need to, okay? So with my condition, if you've been following me for a while, okay, then you know that I suffer with the condition called trichotillomania, okay, where I have a strong urge to pull out my own hair. So I wear wigs, weaves, extensions, things like that. I fill in my eyebrows because I pick at my eyebrows. They're growing back now, thank goodness. Okay. And sometimes if I'm really stressed out or I'm triggered in some type of way, I will pull out my lashes. But anyway, that is a costly thing to get, is to be purchasing wigs. And that's why I started a nonprofit. And so this will go into what I'm about to say now. Turn your pain into profit. Well, let me give the steps. Pain, passion, profit. Okay. This painful thing that you're going through, get passionate about it and grow through it and decompartmentalize what you need to do about that, and don't let it run you, and become passionate about it. Educate yourself on it so you can be a spokesperson or an ambassador or a supporter, advocate of that thing, and turn that into profit. Pain, passion, profit. Okay. So now I started a nonprofit. Okay. Some people think because you have a nonprofit, you can't make money off of that. You can. I'm the founder of it, and I work and do work for that. And so I can pay myself for that. Now, am I being unethical about it? No, I'm not even in the place of even doing that. Yeah, but I'm learning. I started a nonprofit in the midst of my being displaced for all the years that I was. Okay. You can do it. I did it. Like when I say I did it, yeah, it was a challenge, and I struggled in school and stuff like that. You can ask for help. We have these things called phones at our fingertips, and you can look up information. You have access to the library, and that's another thing that I want to mention. Okay, it don't matter what your economic status is, you can go into the library and get complimentary access in there. Okay, and you can, of course, people know you can get on the computer and get books and stuff like that, or you can just sit in there if you need a place to sit and be at somewhere, okay, and do your work, okay. But also you can rent out a room out of that library, okay. You can schedule a time and date to rent out a room. So say you want to do some type of event, okay, as long as it's appropriate, okay, and as long as it's open to the public, you can use that room. You can rent out that room to do something in there. Or say you want it to be private, and it's just you like wanting to host a meeting. Okay, so like I have a nonprofit. Say I want all my board members to meet at the library, and we sit in there and we, you know, have our meetings in there. Okay, so that's an option. Okay, that is complimentary. Say you want to go live on YouTube, but you don't have a place that's quiet or, you know, private, whatever. You can go to the library, okay, and record your videos there. So that is another idea. I don't think I'm gonna get to this. I got a long list. I actually got some tricks and tips. I got some ideas, y'all. Okay. So right now it is winter time, right? Cross season shop. Here in the United States is winter time. Okay, I get people from different countries watching my content, so I want to specify that. Where I am right now at this moment in time of me recording this, it is winter time, and so I cross season shop. So right now, what are between October, maybe even September, in October, definitely between October, okay, through February, when I go out and about, okay, I look for stuff on clearance, not on sale, on clearance, okay? That is going to be something that I can wear for the summertime, for not just myself, but for my child, or use during the summer, okay? Because that stuff goes on clearance. They have stuff that's left over that they put out that's on clearance for people to get and grab. So there is stuff that I will buy and I won't even be able to use for 6 months, okay? So that is something, you know, I feel like a lot of parents teach their children, or children have witnessed their parents doing that, but maybe not. So I wanted to like, you know, kind of express that. And also too, I'm not really good with online shopping. I am just now getting comfortable with online shopping. I'm a millennial. I know a lot of millennials do online shopping, but I'm just now getting with the program for the most part with that. So I don't know how clearance and sale stuff works with online. But usually where I go is like TJ Maxx, Ross, Marshalls, Home Goods, places like that. And I find stuff on clearance that, and sometimes the stuff is still good for, you know, that season, okay, the current season that you're in. And, you know, yeah. But a lot of times you may not be able to wear it or use it until the next season that you're getting it for. So like in the summertime, I buy a lot of my winter clothes in the summertime, okay? And also too, this is just another trick. This is not like a budget saving tip. Maybe it kind of is. In the long run, kind of is. I buy clothes that fit me well and that helps me control my weight, okay? I do not buy a lot of oversized clothes. There's very few items that I buy oversized. Like a winter coat, I would buy oversized, okay? But like my everyday clothing, nah. It's to size because that helps keep my weight down, okay? And that's just like a healthy reason. And health is wealth, right? Health is wealth. That's how I just see that. Unless you're dealing with a child. A child's different. You're going to want to buy clothes that they can grow into. For example, my daughter is 9, and I just recently discovered she is at average weight, but she's very athletic and she's very thin and narrow. And I don't know what it is with these kids' clothing. It's like either you got an obese child. Let me not say that. That's terrible. You have a child that is more on the heavier side, okay? Or you have a child that's like narrow for whatever reason, okay? And my child is one of them narrow children, and just her clothes just fall off her hips, poor thing. And you know, she don't like wearing jeans. A lot of the jeans come with the adjustable straps inside of them, where she does not like wearing jeans. Like, that's the worst thing on earth. And apparently this is a thing amongst children in these recent generations, because I've heard other mothers say the same thing. I'm saying that to say that at the age my child is at now, I can buy 2XS, okay, and juniors for her to wear, and she can grow into. So like the pants will be long, okay, or the sleeves will be long, but she can roll it up and it still looks nice, and she can grow into it, and it still fits her, right? And it has like, the pants will have the drawstrings on the inside of it, you know, or whatever, okay? And they're not jeans, because she do not like jeans. She hates to see some jeans coming. So that is one thing that I have discovered with, you know, her. And I do buy her clothes, even in the children's section, okay? I will buy her clothes, you know, a size bigger. Now, I'm a grown adult, though. I'm not buying clothes a size bigger, because the only way I'm growing more is wider. And I'm not trying to do that. Let's see. Okay, I thought I had a comment. So cross-season shop, and let's see, try to go to the junk. Okay, so I've been having car issues, and fortunately, I was gifted a car. Okay, that was, God did not slip that day, and I did not have to finesse. So I know some people are going to be mad at that. Don't care. I don't see God the same way other people do. So anyway, I'll say that. I was gifted a car, and this is a pretty decent, reliable car. Okay, the make and model car that I have, and I can go to the junkyard and find my parts for my car that I need to get there. And that's what I have been doing. Okay. Now, I did not know how to go about doing that. You know, at first, there was a mechanic that was helping me navigate through that, where he's like, okay, listen, I got to go to the junkyard anyway. You can tag along with me, and we can see if there are some parts for your car there. And, you know, just bring some tools with you, with whatever you already have. Okay. He said he was going to already bring some tools anyway, if I didn't have nothing anyway. And so I did that. So I would scout out, you know, somebody. Okay, and this is how you can scout out somebody that's like that. When you need to get your tires changed, or you get an oil change or something like that, there's usually always a guy who works there, but also does work on the side, working on cars on the side, okay? And this is if you're male or female. I don't know how you would go about it if you're a dude, because I'm not a dude, okay? But, you know, there are women who also work at these places, the oil changing places and the tire places and stuff, okay? So there's that. Then they work on cars, okay? So however you want to do it, because I've talked to the women and the men, and, you know, it's just talking, okay? Now, we done went door to door. Now, this is for the XJW community, okay? We done went door to door and talked to people. We're familiar with just randomly talking to people. So use that skill, okay? Take the good, leave the bad, okay? And use that skill to make things work for you. And so that's what I ended up doing. And this mechanic guy told me, he's like, I'm going to the junkyard. It's at this location. Meet me here. We'll see if your car is there. He was pretty sure my car was going to be there. And, you know, we found parts for there. And now I've been doing that since 2021, either 2020 or 2021, going to different junkyards and finding parts for my car. So that is another way to save money. Now, you can find the part for your car, okay? Say you're someone like me who knows nothing about that type of time, okay? Now, this is another side tip, okay? This is not a budget saving. Well, kind of in the long run, it kind of is, maybe. It depends, okay? How you work it and how things work out for you, okay? Go to the junkyard. It costs $2 to get in. Some junkyards offer a membership fee. So if you pay $2 one time and you sign up for like emails and text messages or something like that, then you can get in every time you go in, I think for $1 or free. I forget, because this one place is like that, and I haven't been to it in a long time because it's far. But okay, otherwise, most of the time it's cost $2. In the areas that I've been going to, I've been to like 4 different junkyards. Okay, cost $2 to get in. And if you're a military person, okay, I think you get in free. You don't have to pay. Get your little $2, scrape your change up in your car, okay, or in the cushion seats of the couch, and get your little $2. Show up there with some tools and the type, make and model of your car that you have, okay, and come up with a part, even if you don't need your car fixed. Even if you don't need your car fixed or you don't need a part for your car, make up a part that you need, okay? Like, go online and figure out what's a popular part to get for the make and model car that you have, and go up into the junkyard and have them search it in their system before you pay to get in, okay? Well, yeah, do that before you pay to get in, okay? And if they don't have it, come up with another car, a popular car, okay, that needs a part or whatever. Or say you just want a tire, I don't know, just go in. You don't even have to look for a car, to be honest with you. You can just go in there, okay? And just, with the toolbox, and look appropriate. Don't be wearing like some dress that looks like you look, wear like a workout outfit or something like that, okay? Look like you about to actually get in a car and take apart a piece of a car, okay? But you may not actually know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. I really don't. I have a better idea of how to do it, but even all these years, I could not do it. And just be a damsel in distress. And there are guys there, okay? There are guys there. There are good quality men at the junkyard. I've seen them. They've talked to me. They're there. Girl, do that. That is a good way to get, you'll be able to, and they're going to feel like a hero. They're going to feel great. And they're going to end up asking like, well, what are you doing after this time? Or can I get your number? Or, you want to grab a bite to eat? Or I'm hungry after doing all this. You want to go, I was going to go to this one spot, Okay, that's a little trick, okay? Do that, okay? Even if you don't need a piece for your car. Maybe you do. I don't know. Okay, God slips finesse. Okay. All right, so that's that. Okay, talking about the samples of makeup. Okay, that was on my list. Barter. Okay, so I sell stuff on Etsy. So I have an Etsy shop, okay? And there's other people who sell stuff on Etsy as well. And a lot of people who sell stuff on Etsy, they make their stuff, or they have they just, whatever, okay? They have stuff on their Etsy. So you can reach out to other Etsy sellers, okay? And you can say, hey, like, I do this, or I offer this, or I have a surplus of this, and I really like your stuff. I really like, let's give an example. This is actually a true example that happened with me. I really like your earrings that you sell. These are super cute earrings, and, I would be willing to trade my thing that I sell or make or have for your earrings. Are you interested? Okay. And I have gotten some no's and I gotten some yeses. I'm not afraid to hear no. What are they going to do? Beat me? What are they going to do? Send me to jail? Lock me up? No. They just going to say no or yes. And I've gotten yeses. Okay. So that is another thing that I do at times to get things that I want and, couldn't afford it, or I didn't want to pay, the money for it. Like now, okay, of course, now I have to go pay for, the shipping to mail it off or whatever, but that would have been a lot less it would have been, it was a lot less. It's a lot less than buying the whole product and all this, that, and the third, okay? So there is that. And there's other ways to barter. There are like those flea markets, you know, you could, I haven't done that, but I thought about it, you know, where I drive past these flea markets. I'm like, oh, I bet I could go up there and trade with some of these folks for some of these stuff. And that's how you can get some unique, cute items for gifts and stuff like that. Especially because you don't want to buy, like, because this is going back to buying stuff on wholesale, okay, and giving gifts to people, because you can't do that for every person every year. And some people are going to need a little bit more of a special gift, okay? So that, like, you're not going to want to give something to like your mom or your fiance or wife or I don't know, whatever, your spouse, something that's just like that. Something super generic and, you know, that you're giving to everybody else. That you got, some gifts gonna have to be special. And that's one way to get around that without being like breaking the bank. But still like being thoughtful, you know, in that sense. Also too, if you guys have any tips or tricks, you know, on how to save money and, you know, still get the things that you want and, you know, still, you know, look nice and be able to express yourself and still stay true and genuine to yourself, you know, let me know. Write it in the comments. I love to interact with people too. Okay. And I pay credit to where it's due. So if you got a good idea, let people know, okay? I'm trying to see where I'm at. So bartering, okay. Oh, also too, shopping at thrift stores. I feel like this is like a duh, but maybe this is just maybe like a reminder for some people. Go to the thrift stores on the nice side of town, okay? Make a day of it. Make it a date, a girlfriend, like with your friends, okay? And, or on a, like maybe you're dating somebody, okay? Like that. Or just go on your own. Or maybe you're going to be visiting that side of town because of work or whatever. You know you're going to be on the side. Stop at the thrift store. Stop at the thrift store on that nice side of town, okay? Because then the people who have, you know, who are well off, they're giving up stuff because they're like, oh, when I ordered this thing online, I thought it was going to be more like this. This isn't up to my standards. You know, and I'm sure most people have had that experience, okay? A lot of people have had that experience, like, oh, didn't like it, you know, and they're like, I need to get rid of it, okay? Also, too, if you're a person that gets something and you don't like it, give it to the thrift store. And Goodwill, forgive me for this, okay? I like you, Goodwill, still, okay? But don't give to Goodwill. Go to the local thrift store. Go to the, what is it called? St. Vincent de Paul thrift store, or just the other local thrift. Give it there, okay? If you can't sell it at Uptown, Cheapsteak, whatever that place is called, or Plato's Closet, or Kids to Kids, okay? Someplace like that, give it to a local thrift store. Okay? Now, I know not every time I'm able to do that. Some things I just be like, I just need to drop this off at the Goodwill and keep it moving. But if you are able to, go to a local thrift store and donate your stuff there, whether you on the nice side of town or not. But if you are on the nice side of town, or you make a day of it, go to the thrift store there and find. I have found two very nice wedding dresses, okay, for $8 each. One of them, I wish I did not do this, because like I said, I'm preparing for marriage. And I thought I was going to get married years ago, and I bought it, and I was so upset because the relationship did not last, and I cut it up. I wish I did not do that. It's still salvageable. I still have it. But, or like, yeah, I still have the pieces. It could be sewn back together. But, like, I could not believe I found those wedding dresses for $8. They were so, so nice. Even like just other nice dresses, stuff for work, or if you're an entrepreneur or business person and you got to go to different meetings like how I do, they'll have suits from Loft and Taylor. Go to the nice side of town, to the thrift stores there. You will be surprised at what you find, okay? For your kids. Now, also too, if you don't care about, okay, going to kids and selling off your kids' clothes to get some money back, because that's another trick, okay? That's another thing, okay? But I feel like a lot of people know about that too. Maybe not. Maybe this is a reminder for it, okay? To get some money in your pockets. But take the kids' clothes. Don't take it to Goodwill. Take it to the other local thrift stores, because a lot of those local thrift stores are, not all of them, but a lot of them are being ran by churches who actually give back to the community, okay? And if it's not ran by a church, it's a person who, that's their business. Okay, so do that, okay? Going to Goodwill, do they give back to the community like that? Yes, they do. They really do, but in different ways. And the Goodwills are very oversaturated and they've been got expensive. You know, these local thrift stores, they're not as expensive. Now, their prices are going up, okay? But not going up like Goodwill. I will say that. Also, too, like, okay, let me say this. Say you are a person who needs help and you're not able to just go buy clothes for yourself and your kids or whatever. You don't even have to have kids, okay? Go to like a church ran thrift store, and they have programs set up for individuals who need some assistance, okay, with getting clothes. And they will give you clothes. Like, they'll let you like go and shop around. Okay, after you sign up for the program to receive assistance, you go and shop around and find clothes that, you know, that are going to work for you, okay? And also, too, for your children, if you have children, and shoes as well. Okay, another thrift store that I went to that was a church-ran thrift store. Okay, so the first one I went to, this was a while ago, they told me I could have 2 tops and 2 bottoms, or I could get 2 dresses and then a pair of shoes. And for my daughter, 2 tops, 2 bottoms, or 2 dresses, and a pair of shoes for her. I think that's how that went. Yeah. And that was, I think it was once a month. So every month when I was in that program, and it's under a time frame, so it's not like for the rest of your life or anything, it's under a time frame. So I think every month for 6 months, that's what I was doing. And that's how I was able to build up my collection and not be looking raggedy, okay, and looking like who did it and why. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's my girl, okay? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, a lot of people were like, oh, Kirby, I never knew you were in this type of situation, because I still kept myself looking nice, okay? I didn't wear that, literally, I did not look like and wear that energy on me, okay, that I was struggling so bad. And another place, this is just an example, was I went to the thrift store, and it was a church ran thrift store, and they were like, it doesn't matter what it is, you have up to $100. Okay. So if you need stuff for your house, you need stuff for your yard, you need clothes, you need hair products, because people were donating shampoo and conditioner, rollers. Hold on. Let me show you. Hold up. Excuse what I'm wearing, because I'm still wearing my pajamas. I just put a sweater over this. Okay, these curl formers, okay, there was, I think it was 2 whole bags of these curl formers that they had there. Okay, so the first time I was like, oh, well, that's not a necessity. I don't really need that, right? So I'm shopping, I'm getting clothes for my daughter, and there's hardly ever kids' clothes. That's why I say, excuse me, that's why I say go and donate kids clothes because there's hardly ever enough kids clothes. There's not a very big selection, okay? And I feel like men throw away their clothes. I feel like men do not donate their clothes, okay? A lot of men. I have seen and have been around and witnessed men just throw it away. Like, oh, I can't wear this anymore. Throw it away. Dude, stop doing that. Don't throw it away. Donate it, okay? Even if it is at the Goodwill, because I see a lot of men shopping at thrift stores. One of the guys that I dated, this was years ago. He took me to a really nice thrift store. And I had bought one of my favorite pair of slacks that I still own to this day. Now, I done messed it up, though. I done accidentally washed it and forgot to not dry it. So now they're shrunk. But still, like, it's not that big of a deal because I got it from the thrift store. Now, even though they were my favorite pair of slacks, you know, they were nice, you know, because some people just gain too much weight or lose too much weight and they can't wear the thing anymore. They just donate it. Okay, sir, donate your stuff. Okay, donate it at the local thrift store. Okay, above all else. Or if you couldn't be bothered to do that, go to the daggone Goodwill and go to the little drive-through line. Get your little tax ticket thing, and when you file taxes, because I'm sure a lot of these dudes be on that. They be on that type of time, especially if you're not married. Okay, find a way. Okay, because you get to determine the price of the value of the clothes that you donated. Okay, that's at any thrift store. That's not just Goodwill. That's at any thrift store. Okay, do that. And even the clothes that I have worn and had for a while, or my daughter I got from the thrift store, I go and donate it back. Unless it's like something crazy time, you know, it has to be something real bad where I won't donate it back, okay? Like when my daughter was like a baby or like a toddler, and stuff just gets stained and gross and like rips and holes, and you know what I'm saying? Like some things can't be thrown away, of course, right? But I'm talking about if it's still decent. Okay, so what the button's ripped off? So what there's a little hole in it? There are very crafty, creative people who could take that piece of material and recreate it into something. I see people do it all the time. I do it. Okay, I've taken things that was a curtain and I made it into a tablecloth, or I used it as a tablecloth. Like, come on. Okay, it don't even have to be clothes, dude. It could be something else that you don't need anymore. Okay, I've gotten tools from the thrift store. When that lady told me I had $100, okay, I went through that checkout line and she's like, okay, you're still $36 short. What? I thought I was over budget. I had to find other stuff, and she was like, okay, you can just check out with this, or I'll save your thing, and you can come back through the line after you get another $36 of stuff. At this point, I was searching for stuff. So then I went back to this. I went back to these, and I grabbed these. And there was 2 bags of it. So I was like, you know what? Let me get both bags. And then I didn't look in the jewelry section because that's not a need or a necessity, but I went into the jewelry section. I found some very nice pieces that would go along with like this nice little business suit and dress that I got there. Not bought, but that was given to me, complimentary, okay, to help me. And like, okay, and people need to stop having fear and shame and guilt, okay, or looking a certain type of way. You know, no one actually really cares. People are more concerned about what's going on in their life, okay? Once you can get past that, once you can start moving in comfortability in that, then that's going to take you to the next level, okay? Because I see other type, I want to say very successful or very wealthy people up in there, okay? But I do see people who are like established, okay? And like they don't look like they need to be doing all that. I see them in there all the time, okay? Getting good stuff, okay? Let's see. Especially at the local thrift stores. You never know what you can find. And even if you don't qualify for one of those programs, it's more affordable at the local thrift stores than it is at Goodwill. Okay. I'm talking about furniture. Okay. You trying to find some. And a lot of the times, like, you'll be like, well, there's not going to be any good stuff there. Yes, it is. Now, it may not be the first time you go in there, but maybe the second or third time. Okay, and you'll be like, dang, now I kept saying I wanted to get, and you might have went in there for one thing and you end up finding something else that you totally forgot that you actually needed. Happens all the time. Okay, and you're giving back into the community, so you're helping yourself and you're helping the community. I know I'm super long-winded and I talk around the world or whatever. Let's see. If you are on social media, post products that you like. Okay, I kind of touched on that already. Okay, so if you're on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever social media platform, you know, post a product that you like. It could just be like in the midst of you doing like a video about something else, but you just mention a product that you like. Okay, tag them, and you keep doing that. And then that company or companies are going to start seeing like, oh, okay, she's able to do this, like, you know, as a, you know, in the movies where it's like product placement, she's able to product place our stuff in her videos. So we're going to want to reach out or have her or have this person in the back of our minds when we are sending out PR stuff. And then reach out to the company too, DM them, send them a direct message, or email them and like say, hey, I really like your stuff. Been getting your stuff for a while. Do you have a coupon? Do you have a discount? Or can you put me on your PR list? Okay. Do that. And that is not just beauty products. Okay. Coleman reached out to me. Okay. Coleman. Okay. That's something that makes camping gear, outdoor gear, tents, sleeping bags, that kind of stuff. They reached out to me. Okay. And all I did was buy a Coleman tent and post it and tag them. And they were like, hey, okay, let's see. This one says buy, okay, I mentioned this too, buy press-on nails. Okay, if you're in if you operate in the feminine energy, buy press-on nails from Shein, okay? Because I can't go nails like this. If you get this done in the nail salon, this is $120. Okay, it used to be maybe $60. That's still a lot for acrylics or whatever the hell you call. I don't even know what the mess is called anymore. Okay, for this detailed type of with the ombre and with the painted on designs and then the embellishment on top of it, $120. You walking out there like contemplating your life, trying to swipe your card or paying them doing that. Okay, and that's not even including your toes. That's just your nails. Okay, and you walked in there knowing you needed a manicure and, you know, a full set. Okay, they don't give you the manicure. The manicure is separate. The manicure, just getting your cuticles clipped and all that, that's separate. So now, if I'm going to the nail salon, I'm only getting my toes done, and I might get a manicure before I put on some press-ons because I don't know how to clean up my nails the way that they do sometimes, especially if you find someone who knows how to do a really good manicure, because a manicure is not the same thing as getting a full set. Okay, I feel people who get their nails done, I feel like they knew that. But if you want to step up your press-on nail game and make it look really good, okay, like you went to the nail salon, get the manicure done for, what is it, $5, $10, some places cost $20 for a damn manicure. It used to be $5 for a manicure. Okay, now it's not. It's like, at the most, I think it's $20 now, okay, to get a manicure. And then put your press-ons on, okay? The press-on nail glue that I get is no more than $8. I think it's actually like $6 or $7. And it's from Sally's Beauty Supply. And the brand is, as a matter of fact, I got it right here. Okay, Beauty Secrets at Sally's Beauty Supply. It's called Beauty Secrets. I'm trying to get it so y'all can see it. Okay, this bottle, because this bottle has the right formula. The short bottle that looks like this, okay, it's not this, but it looks like this, is not the same formula as the one in this bottle. Get this bottle, okay, for your press-on nails. Okay, and then use your nail file. Okay, get a good nail file and rough up your real nails before you put on the press-on nails, okay? Easy, done. And people stop me all the. I had this one lady at a restaurant I was just at come from across the room to ask me about my nails. Okay, so there's that. And like I said, get on Shein, post a review, take a picture and a video, post it, talk about the pros and cons of it, you know, and get your little points so you can get. I don't know how the points, like, actually what that translates to. I'm new. That's new. Like I said, I'm new to online shopping like that. Okay. This one girl mentioned Shein nails on some TikTok video, and I actually looked into it, and I was like, okay, she knew what she was talking about. She was right. She was right. Okay. But not all press-on nail sets, because I have 2 sets that I looked at and I'm like, oh, it's not that cute. But like, they still look good. Like, because you can take the nail and add your own little like rhinestones and stuff on there too, or like kind of fix it and paint it a certain type of way, however you want to too. Okay. What else is on here? Let's see. It's 10:44. Okay. I don't have my lunch date until, yeah, I still got an hour. Have a list on phone and in a convenient place of high ticket items that you want to see. Okay. Yeah. So this is not necessarily like, this is just something to have in your mind. Like, have a list of things that you want. Okay. And then like, okay, like I want the Rev Air hair drying system. Okay. Because my real hair is 4C hair. And instead of using a regular blow dryer that I thought was right here, it's not right here. Okay, I don't want that blow dryer. I want the Rev Air blow dryer where I put my hair in it and I just, you know, it dries my hair through reverse air or something like that. I can't remember. Okay, I want that. Now that thing is $350. Okay, so I know that they're going to have, most companies have a Black Friday sale. So I'm going to put that on my list. I also want a water filter for my sink and my shower. Okay, I got that on my list. I also want, you know, these heels or this outfit or whatever. Okay, I put that on a list so I can keep that in mind. And then I sign up for, you know, their emails so I can see when they're having discounts or sales or whatever, and I can just keep that in my mind, you know, and so I don't forget, because it's like, oh, I want this thing, and then you kind of forget, and then it's like, oh, Black Friday and came and left, and you could have like allocated your money to go to that, you know. And I also put stuff in my calendar as like reminders, like, okay, you know, the Rev Air or this water filter thing or this special whatever, okay. So that's like, it's on my mind. So I'm like looking at my budget. I'm, you know, doing my grocery shopping a certain way. I'm doing my other stuff, that the necessities, the everyday day stuff that you got to get in, like, okay, like where can I cut corners so I can make sure I have the funds for this thing. Okay. Because throughout the year, you've been saving money in other ways. You've been cutting corners in other ways. That's how you have to do it. Okay. Research studies. Oh, okay. So this is something that I kind of, I've done this before, but I can't remember. Anyway, I just recently did this, and it was like a research study, and they wanted me to come in, and they were going to pay me to come in to test out a new technology technology device. And you just wear like a bracelet around your wrist, and like you use your fingers to do different things. Okay, I got paid for that. So like you can look up research studies like in your local area to do, and some of them you don't have to go and drive to. Some of them are online. I'm trying to think of the company that I went to, because you can refer people and get, you know, like a $10 referral fee type of thing. I will put that in the comments or put that in the description box, the company that I went to, but I got paid $120 for that through a Visa gift card. And so what I did with that Visa gift card is that I uploaded it to, I used that gift card information for Lyft. Okay, I mostly use Lyft. Okay, and then Lyft gives you points towards Delta Sky Miles. So every time I use Lyft, I get points to Delta Sky Miles. So I use that $120 gift card that I got from this research study, put that card information into my Lyft account, use Lyft because I went on a few trips and I was able to get Delta Sky Miles, okay? And I had money to pay for my trip from the airport and back, or wherever I need to go and back, okay? Because sometimes, like, I don't like parking my car at the airport. I'm not doing that. So that's how I was able to get away with that the last 2 flights that I had to take. I had that gift card. And then I had a little bit of money left over, so I was able to use that gift card money to buy something else as like a little special treat for myself. This says use. Okay, this. Okay, say you can't afford to live in a nice side of town and you have children. Okay, and I feel like people kind of know about this, but maybe this is just a reminder, and this is something to just kind of keep hush hush and not like really advertise like that. But if you know someone who does live on a nice side of town, okay, and they have a good school system, use their address. Now, if they're above a certain age, that's not going to work because they get property tax cuts, breaks, or whatever. But if they're not in that and they're paying property taxes as as they would be, should be, most people do, then see if that person is cool with you using their address so that your kids can go and like that's another way to give back. Like giving back is not always looking like you give money to somebody, okay, or you give something of like a physical value. It's not always like that. You can give back in other ways, okay? Now, you want to be careful if you're the person that's letting, the address being used, because you don't want them to be like, I don't know, end up being like a whatever type of situation, right? Like a weird situation. So you got to monitor that carefully, okay? So use your discretion, of course. And if you're the person using that person's address, don't be a leech. Don't take advantage. Like, don't mess up your blessings, okay? If you do things appropriately, then you're going to get blessed again more because you're not taking advantage, okay? When you're over here acting desperate and in the lack energy, okay, you may actually be lacking, but if you're just in the state of lack and you're just grasping for straws and you're just being this ugly, evil, mean person, then you're not going to be able to level up. That's just how that works, okay? And I know people get in that state on accident, so really watch your mind. Really watch your mindset, okay? So I have to do that still to this day. Like I write stuff on my car, like on the, the thing that pulls down to block the sun, and you look in the mirror, okay, I got like sayings in there. Like, what are you thinking? Like, check your thinking. Check what I'm thinking about. If I'm thinking about something in the past, or I'm thinking about something that's not very productive, like you gotta change your mindset. So have reminders. Here for the love. Okay, if you're here for the love, then this comment, that could be controversial. Not controversial. That could be combative. Okay. Yeah. Be mindful of what you're saying to someone else, but you're over here saying you're here for love. That's your name, okay? That person came and gone. I hear what you're saying. You're defending me, and I appreciate that. But, we didn't already talked about that, okay? Let me go. Okay, so I talked about the research study and I got paid for that. And then like now this is kind of work that you don't get paid for. Where you can go and I cannot remember the name of this company for the life of me. And I'm sure the other ones are set up like this, where they want you to do these surveys and see if you're a candidate, a good candidate for a future research study. That can take up to 20 minutes filling out something. Some of them are quick 5 minutes. And so what I kind of do, I do like 1 or 2 a week. I don't even do it every day. I do 1 or 2 a week. And that's if I remember. Okay. A lot of times they'll send an email and that'll kind of remind me, like I saw the email pop up and I'm like, oh, let me go in there and let me see what's on there. Because they have stuff that's up on there daily, the one I'm on. And like I said, I'll post that in the comments and pin it, or I'll put it in the description box. And I'll put it like in bold letters if it's in the description box, if I can get into it and edit that. Okay, work with Amazon stairs sellers to get, hair sellers. Oh gosh, okay. So if you're a person who wears extensions, wigs, weaves for whatever reason, okay, you can reach out to some of the sellers on Amazon who sell hair care products. They reach out to me all the time through my Instagram account, okay? And they'll say like, hey, can we send you some hair and we will pay you through your PayPal account. We will send you the money to buy the hair. Then you take the money we just sent you and buy it off our Amazon account, so you look like a verified seller, okay? Or a verified buyer, excuse me. So you look like a verified buyer, okay? So I work with this girl, okay? Let's say her name is Gracie. Gracie comes up to me because I've been working with her for a couple of years, okay? It's not her real name. Gracie will send me a message. Before it was on Instagram. Now she can just hit me up on my phone, okay? And she's in China, so she gonna hit me up late, okay? Because I'm Eastern Standard Time, she on China time. She'll be like, hey, Kirby, I need you to do a review on this hair. And I'll be like, okay. And then she'll be like, I need you to send me a screenshot that you found it, okay? So I send her the screenshot that I found it on my end through my Amazon account, okay? Send her the screenshot. She's like, perfect. Okay, I need you to press the discount code thing, okay? And then I'm going to, so once you do that, screenshot the fact that it's in your cart. So I do that, send it to her. She's like, okay, now tell me, now it's always, I was banned off of PayPal for a long time for that was a whole crazy thing. I didn't even have PayPal and I was banned on PayPal. Anyways, I finally got my own PayPal, okay? So she'll be like, okay, so what's your PayPal email? Okay, because I was always giving her a different one because I was letting my friends were helping me. Okay, have good friends in your life who care about you. Okay, who care about you, because I did not have PayPal. I was banned, and I never even had a PayPal account, and I was banned from it. It was the craziest thing. Finally got that rectified. Okay, so my friends were letting me use their PayPal account. And even one of my bosses even let me use their PayPal account to do this, okay? So the girl, Gracie, sends me the money, okay, to buy the hair, okay? So I get the money, buy the hair off my Amazon account, and go through that whole process, and I send her the tracking code, ID, shipment, whatever code that I get. Screenshot that, send that to her, okay? And then usually she wants me to do 2 reviews, okay? But she's only going to send me 1 wig, okay? So I had to get real creative without lying, okay, on how to do a review for this hair, okay? So I use ChatGPT to do that, okay? Now, I'm not getting paid to review hair. I'm not at that level, okay? If I was more disciplined, consistent, and have better time management, okay, and have more focus, which is those are the 4 things I'm doing for 2025, okay? Then I would be getting paid to review hair. Right now, I'm just at the point where I just can get hair complimentary. So that is another way. This hair was sent to me complimentary in exchange for a review, for 2 reviews. Okay, I reviewed 1 wig and I reviewed this wig. Now, I was actually able to be a little bit more descriptive, okay, and more transparent with this wig, and I do not lie. And I do not say things that aren't true, okay? And so, yeah, I received this hair, and I was able to style it, cut it, the way I wanted to, and all of that. And I did pictures. I posted pictures when I got this wig and posted and all that stuff. This is great info. Where do I sign up? Okay, so if you're interested in becoming an Amazon reviewer, looks so natural. Yes, because I use other products, okay? So this is a product that I really like, okay? And this is woman-based company who created this product, who invented this product, okay, to make it look natural, because I want this to look like it's growing out my scalp. I use this to make it look like that, okay? I did cut my own bangs in this and all that stuff to make it look, you know, even more natural. But with if you are interested in Amazon products, you reach out to the company and say, hey, I'm interested in reviewing your products. I use this type of thing all the time, and I could, you know, with in exchange, okay, for my review, you can send me this product complimentary, okay? Try to stop saying free. Say complimentary or gift, okay? Gift is also overused a lot in the influencer, in the influencer and whatever content creation community. So say complimentary, okay? So there's that. Also, I mentioned in the beginning of this video, influencer, okay? And I have a link in my description box I did post before I actually got on this live of how to get on that and sign up for that, okay? Now, I don't get money if you sign up through my link. I just get like recognition, I guess, or like credibility, okay? If you sign up under my link there, and maybe you get like a little bit more like kudos, okay, like, oh, like, okay, you signed up through Kirby, okay, Kirby actually provided good content. So if Kirby suggested that this person do it, then they might be able to be, we were going to send them some good stuff, okay? So you start off with making reviews on Influencer, okay, of stuff that you already have, especially if you see that it's already being advertised on the app, okay? This is kind of like a social media app, but for people who like to review products and tell the good, bad, and the ugly. And on Influencer, you want to tell the good, bad, and the ugly. You're going to be like, I freaking love this product, but I hate the way it applies. I wish instead of it was a roller, I wish it was a spray. You know, say that, okay? On Influencer, you want to definitely do that. And influencer is going to be like, she's perfect. That person's perfect. She's going to give videos. She's giving the ins and outs of the product. And she showed how she used the product. Okay. Do stuff like that. And you don't even have to do videos. You could just do a picture. What's the next thing? Shop clearance and high-end stores. Find out when they have their end of the year sale. Okay. So there's this department store that I really like to shop at. It's not on the side of town that I live at now, but I will go the hour and some change to get there. It's Von Mar, okay? And what I do is make friends or become friendly, okay, to the employees who work there, because they will tell you, you know, oh, we're having the sale at the end of this month, or every Thursday we do markdowns, or whatever they got going on inside the store, okay? They'll give you, you know, the clue. So like, say you knew someone at Saks Fifth Avenue, okay, Von Mar, or what's another one of them stores I like to shop at? Oh, shoot, I can't think of it right now. Nina Marcus, okay? And, you know, around this time, it's like right now, okay, it's January. I want to say either this week or next week is when they start getting rid of all the stuff that didn't sell from before, from the year and a half or half and 6 months. I don't know exactly how it works, okay, but they're going to have stuff on clearance, and it's going to be final price. It's going to be, you cannot return it or whatever, final sale, I should say, okay? And you can find some good stuff that way. So like, I have a couple events coming up. I have a birthday coming up. I have Valentine's Day coming up. I have my daughter's birthday coming up. And I have a party, another party in May that's coming up. So I want to be ready. I want to have my dress, my shoes, my jewelry, my whatever all ready, okay? And my money is tight. I'm talking like, that'd be exposing myself, but it's tight. I'm talking less than $100 a week. Okay, right now at this current time, because I'm in transition of things. So I got to get real clever. And I know I'm not the only person in this scenario, in this situation. Where can I contact you for more information on this? I've been struggling financially with no help from my JW family, and I have a 7-year-old son. Okay, yes, yeah. Thank you. You are the person I want to talk to. You are the person I want to talk to. I'm glad that you are not easily offended, because I felt kind of bad about how I came at you when I first got on here. But I'm on Instagram, Kirby Scruples, on every platform, every social media platform. It's all Kirby Scruples. So whatever you have, you can get on there. Or in my YouTube, in my About Me section, it should have an email in there for you to reach out to me. And in my description box, there should be an email. And once this video is reposted, okay, you said no worries. Okay, once this video is posted for people to rewatch, you'll get all the information. Now, I know I'm talking with all this extra fluff, okay? So if you want to talk to me and I can kind of pinpoint where you need to be at, then we can talk about that too. You know, once we get more acquainted through like direct message on Instagram, that would be the most ideal place. If you don't have that, then email me. My email is in this description box or on my actual profile page in like the About Me section, okay? And Here for the Love. Okay, so I'm going to remember that. I'm going to write you down. Hang tight, hang tight. Let me find a... Girl, let me use my little makeup pencil. Here for the Love, okay? So I'll have you at the forefront of my mind, and we can talk about your location, okay? I live in the United States in the South. So I don't really know, like, if you're overseas, I'm only going to be able to help you to a point, because I don't know what it's like overseas. I'm going to email you and add you on IG. Okay, great. Such a big help. Thank you so much. Awesome. All right. And God forbid that you do not hear from me for whatever reason. I'm not that type of person, but you know, stuff does happen. If you rewatch this video, I did list a lot of different things. Excuse me. Also too, like, I stay in touch with, you know, friends who still do talk to me, because I am still excommunicated by a lot of people in my family and in my friend group who I did grow up with and stuff like that. But, you know, I have made new friends, okay? And, you know, they get rid of clothes sometimes, or I'll mention that I need something for my daughter or whatever, and their daughter's older, and I'll like, hey, if you're not going to do anything with that stuff, give it to me. Excuse me. Give it to me, or like something you don't have, or you have, or that's in your house or whatever that you don't want anymore, let me know, because I could use it or whatever, okay? And make quality friends, like not just like a good, genuine friend, but also make good, genuine friends who are more successful than you, okay? And that is another way that I go about dating, okay? So I don't just go date. That sounds like I'm trying to date women. That's not what I mean. I don't just, when I go out, because like I said, I'm prepared for marriage. I want to be married, okay? And I'm not married yet. So I date. And when I go out to vet, okay, a potential partner, I don't just look for men. I also will kind of look for women, because there are women who have a brother or a nephew or a cousin or work with somebody, okay? And, you know, a lot of guys, there are a lot of quality guys, they do not go out. They go to work, okay? And now that online shopping is a thing, and you get your groceries and your DoorDash and your food at your door, they're kind of just in the house. They'll have their, you know, they're not always the dude that's living in the basement with their mom and getting, you know, fat and playing video games all day. Guys are not as social as some women, okay? So that is one way that I go about dating too. Like, you just get in touch with, like, you know, a woman, and you know, that woman will be like, yo, I think you would be great for my nephew. Like, I think, you know, if you say you're in Cali, okay, California, cool. We can work with that, girl. We can work with that. So go about that like that. Now, still be a good friend to that other person too. Okay. There's still value that you can add to them, you know, a listening ear. You may find out that they're sick or something. Oh, I think I just got your follow. Here for love. I think I just got your follow on Instagram. Good looking out. Okay, we're gonna get connected. Think of like things that you're able to offer and be a good friend and establish a true like friendship and outside of just being friendly, because there's a difference between being friendly and being friends. Okay. And yeah, swap clothes and things with them. Okay, when it comes to yourself or your kids or whatever. And then the last one I have on here is old clothing and shoes to uptown. Okay, so yeah, I feel like a lot of people know about that, like selling to places like Kids to Kid, Uptown Cheapsteak, and Plato's Closet. So I just wrote that on there. I mentioned it before as a reminder. That's a thing. So as I come up with more money saving tips, because some of the stuff I just do like, I just end up doing it. And I don't even think that it's a valuable thing, but when I think of it, I will update you guys on it. This is just a video that I wanted to do for a while, and I'm like, not everything is going to be perfect, so I just decided to go live and talk about this. And yeah, I'll have more structured videos or more aesthetically pleasing videos later. I don't know, but in the meantime, in between time, while I'm trying to, you know, turn my pain into a passion that makes profit. Okay, like I talked about in the beginning of this video. Okay, I was in a painful situation, excommunicated. Okay, and there's other people in different situations, whether they came from a high control group or knowledge, or whatever. I don't even know what I was about to say. Appreciate your help in the knowledge. Okay, cool. Yes. No matter what type of situation you're in, it's a painful situation. Okay, and instead of just repeating that painful situation and woe is me and being the victim constantly, day in and day out, okay? You take that situation, you learn from it, decompartmentalize it, know your triggers, and you become an ambassador, an advocate, a supporter, a person to help another person who's in a similar, if not the same situation, and that you become passionate about it, and then you find a way to build, make profit off of it. Okay, like I said before in the beginning of this video, I started a nonprofit. Not only did I come from a high controlled group, okay, a high controlled religion where I got excommunicated and cut off from my family, I also was dealing with a condition called trichotillomania. Okay, now other people were dealing with lesser situations or even more of a major situation. Okay, the realm of things, and that is a way to give back. Okay, you give back by sharing your experiences and helping other people, and you can still make profit without making someone buy into you or buy into a product. Okay, you can do both. You can do both. Okay, and that is what I am looking to do, because I wanted someone to do that for me. Okay, and I have no problem literally paying credit to where it's due. Okay, so if you have something that is a service or a product that I need and want, and you've been giving all day to me, the first opportunity that I'm able to actually pay credit, okay, to you financially, okay, I'm going to do so, because I built the rapport. I have the trust in your product. I have a trust in your services. I have a trust there, okay, and you've given so much to me, okay. So that's how that works. I feel like that needs to be advocated more, and I take a huge responsibility in paying into the collective consciousness. And you want to see change in the world, and that is what I'm doing, is doing my part to my influence in the things that I do, and helping put part in change into the world. So yeah, okay. I'm getting tired. I have not eaten yet, and I gotta go on this date in the next 15 minutes. Thank you. Thank you, Here for Love. I appreciate that, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was long, I know it was long-winded and talking all over the place, but I promise you there are some good tips in here. Okay, yes, I see that you added me. All right, till next time.